And welcome to the March episode of Unfiltered Brew. I am Deb Miles, and
I'm Kim Becker.
Welcome to Unfiltered Brew, and it's already March.
I know. I'm so glad. The days are getting lighter earlier, and they're staying lighter longer. And now I don't know when this episode will release, but next week is daylight savings time.
Well, I'm going to try to do as soon as I can because work-wise is getting crazy for me the next few days. So I will definitely make sure it's out tomorrow.
Okay, so then we'll be excited about daylight savings time.
Yes, we will. I don't know, but
I know. Then we spring forward and we lose an hour of sleep.
But is it worth it? Because, where we live in Indiana, it's not always, we don't have a lot of sunshine.
Well, I just like it that it doesn't get dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, probably so. But it's spring.
Now I know. That's right. And
is it? No, well, it's not. Is it? Spring?
Well, I think we had fall spring a couple weeks ago, although it's supposed to be 71 on Saturday here.
So, yeah. So,
I'm
but
ready.
We just had a snowstorm last week.
Yes. But here's the thing. It's been like the longest winter ever. Because it started snowing the beginning of November. And it feels like it snowed.
We've had so much.
More snow. We had like 70-some inches by the end of the year.
It is possible that my snowplow guy and my lawn guy, who are the same person, will have to do the same thing in 1 week.
Mow the grass and plow the snow.
It could happen.
I agree.
But that, depending on the temperatures and stuff.
Did you get all your leaves up out of your yard before the first snow? I know, we didn't either. We didn't either.
They're still there.
They're still there. I know. I said to Tom the other day, I think I'm going to take the leaf blower. It's not going to, you got to rake them. I'm like, nah, we just need a leaf blower. He goes, no, because they're too heavy.
Isn't there a time, though, that they actually become compost or something? They have to be good for the soil or something?
It's funny because it snowed so early, that they have that leaf pickup program in our area. And there is a house down the block from us. Their pile of leaves are still sitting at the end, waiting for the leaf pickup program.
Now that would make me mad.
Oh my gosh, they couldn't They had them there, and we were scheduled to get them picked up, and then it snowed.
But wouldn't you be mad if you raked all those leaves?
Oh
took
my gosh.
all that time to take it to the curb, and then they don't get picked up.
No. And they're still there. I'd be mad every time I went out and looked at them. Every time I saw that pile of leaves, I'd be like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so bad.
Well, maybe they'll do it with spring cleanup because some cities do a spring cleanup. And
I don't know.
And that's embarrassing, too, because I have an old chair I'm going to be putting out.
You know what? It won't be long. It won't make it to spring clean. You put that old chair out.
Oh, no.
Somebody will come
Nobody
by and
wants
pick
it.
that up. Oh.
My new cat.
They might.
My new cat, Keith Urban, thought it was a cat tree.
Oh, so
there's like a hole in the back of the chair. And it's fine.
You know what?
It's an old chair.
But somebody puts it up against the wall and they won't see it. You'd be surprised. You know what? That's for April's episode. You put that out there and tell us how long that lasts. It won't last till trash day. It won't.
I bet it will. But I hope it doesn't because I'm embarrassed already just putting it out. So I might put like a cushion on it or something or cover.
I wouldn't even. No, I wouldn't. It'll go. Trust me.
And then I want to see the person who takes it.
So here's what you can do. They have on Facebook that they have like Facebook Marketplace for free.
Or those air tags.
You may not want to know where it goes. Yeah, AirTag. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, but it won't last long. I can tell you that it will not.
Well, I hope it doesn't. But,
it won't.
But now I'm confused. Now we got spring cleaning coming up. We've got St. Patty's Day coming up. So spring is going to be. When is Easter? I don't even know when Easter is this year.
This year, it's early. I'm more concerned about Dingus Day.
Oh, Dingus Day. Now, we got to explain this because Dingus Day isn't all over the world,
It is
right?
not all over the world. 2 areas, Buffalo, New York, and South Bend, Indiana.
Yeah. They used to have it in Chicago, but a lot of the Polish population there has either moved or I don't know what happened to them.
South Bend.
Yeah, they did. But it is a Polish holiday, right after Easter, Monday after Easter, where you get to, eat Polish sausage, and you get to have what else do we do?
It's just an excuse to drink all day.
And it's political. Sometimes it's with the primary season. So sometimes we go to the West Side Democratic Club, or whatever ones are still there.
So the Crumpstown Conservation Club will bring in a polka band from Chicago, and they start at like 6 a.m. And it goes all day long. Now, we used to go to ZB Falcons on Western Avenue, which is no more. They closed that down. I think it's going to be a new library. than that location over on Western Avenue.
Oh, I've learned a lot of things at ZB Falcons over the years. I can understand why it'd be a library.
Right? Right?
I've had all kinds of, I've met boyfriends there because my dad was Polish, 100% Polish, and from that side of the town. And we always go. It'd be a big deal. My mom was Italian, but she would go because she just likes to eat Polish sausage and stuff.
You know what I love to do on Dingus Day? So we normally go to American Legion Post 357. That's where we went last year.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite thing to do is just people watch.
Oh,
because it is so fun. And here's the thing, and you may not know this now because they've changed it. There are buses, so you can actually pay to get on a bus, and the bus will take you from. You pay a fee, and it'll take you from place to place to place to place to place,
like a pub crawl.
Exactly, on Dingus Day. And so you go, and they hit all of the places. You're there for like an hour, hour and a half. You can get something to eat, something to drink. You get back on the bus, and it takes you to the next place.
I'm just glad to hear that because I was afraid that the younger people would not honor Dingus Day because there are a lot of people that say they don't know what it is, and they're young, they don't know what it is, but it's part of the heritage. So I kind of like the fact that people are doing stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. And it's fun to watch. Like, and you can always tell, like, all of a sudden a bus will pull up and then you get like 50 people that come in. But it is fun to watch.
It's probably the safest way to do it too.
Well, I would think so, especially if you're going to be drinking and, that kind of thing.
Not like when I was a kid and with the Impala always found its way home. My mom would drive because my dad, my mom would say he drank too much, but she would drink a little bit too. I was a chubby little girl. I would just, as long as I had that Polish sausage.
Right. Mine is, you know what mine is? Pierogies.
Oh.
They have Polish sausage and hard-boiled eggs, which I could take that. I don't like the hard-boiled eggs.
It's like a Polish ravioli.
Oh my gosh. I love pierogies. And you can't get them all the time.
No.
In town. And so most of the places will have pierogies, and that's my favorite.
Oh.
That's my favorite. I save up all my calories for like 3 weeks.
But that's not happening till next month.
Yeah.
But this month we got St. Patty's Day, and everybody's Irish. We're in Notre Dame territory here. So Irish, we got a lot of Irish here. And do you go out for St. Patty's Day?
No, actually. So get this. Last month we drove to Chicago because we were having a St. Patrick's Day party at our house, and so Tom's making corned beef, and we went to Chicago to like a real life Chicago meat store where, like, if you were caught stealing something, they'd cut your hand off. Like, it was
sounds like a fun place.
It was a little intimidating. And get this, the store was actually like a big cooler. Like, you walked into the store and it was just a big, like, it was just in the store. It was kept cold enough that it wasn't behind glass doors. Like, it was just on shelves. It was that cold in this place. And then they had a meat cabinet or countertop that was there that if you wanted something out of the cabinet or the meat counter, they would cut you something fresh or whatever. And so that's where he wanted a true, authentic piece of corned beef. And so we drove to Chicago to get it.
Wow, that's dedication. That is dedication because I'm not a big corned beef fan.
Me neither.
But I feel a lot of pressure to eat it on St. Patty's Day. But I used to like corned beef hash.
Oh, I do too. I like that. Yeah.
But corned beef in itself, and that's hard to cook too.
Yeah, it's already marinated and everything like that. So I don't know whether he'll cook it in like a roaster or in the oven, but I know he puts like potatoes and carrots with it, and that's what I'll eat. Like, I'll eat the potatoes and the carrots, but I'm not a big corned beef fan.
Well, potatoes, you can't go wrong with potatoes. No. But I can't eat a lot of that anymore. But sometimes I can eat I might get a sweet potato.
There you go.
For St. Patty's Day, because that's a lot healthier for me, and I'm doing well on my wellness journey.
I know. I'm so excited for you. I'm so proud of you.
7 weeks, I've lost 23.5 pounds. I've lost like 6% of fat that is now muscle.
What's the biggest thing that you've noticed with the 23.5 pounds gone?
I can move better.
Okay. I
can do things better. Even when I get out of the shower, I can dry the back of my legs better.
It's the little things.
Well, I thought, wow, what's going on? I must have lost some of this roll here. I can reach things I couldn't reach before. Remember, I was little. I was always short, so I had a little stool. And this little stool always said, "This little stool is mine. I use it all the time to reach the things I shouldn't and lots of things I couldn't." So I say that when I'm drying the back of my legs. These are things I couldn't.
Look
I can't. And I'm thinking, this is weird. But yeah, they're little goals, and my clothes are fitting better. I'm down in a size in clothes, but most importantly, and the most I was scared about was my health, because both of my brothers have had some heart issues and things like that. So, and my parents did too. My mom was a diabetic, but my sugar 70, it's beautiful. My blood pressure, I did have high blood pressure. I was taking very potent medicine for it, but now that's been cut in half. So I'm healthy.
The health benefits. It's not just the weight loss itself, but it's the health benefits that come along with it.
But I do have a kind of a goal in mind, what I want to weigh. But, I'm getting obsessed every week when I get weighed in. It's like, I only lost 3 pounds. I only lost 4 pounds.
But think about what would have happened had you not been on this journey.
Right. Oh, I would have been bad. Well, I would have been close to 300 pounds probably.
Well,
easily.
But it's not that you wouldn't have lost 3 pounds. You may have gained 2 pounds, or you might not have lost anything at all.
My food has totally been changed. The way I think about it. If I don't have, I stressed out buying keto bread with no carbs, which tastes horrible, by the way. But I got it because I thought, okay, if I eat my hard-boiled egg with my bacon, I like to have toast in the morning on Saturday and Sunday. So I thought, I have to put a lot
of butter on it.
Yeah. Or I put just ground cinnamon because that's supposed to be good for you. But
now, have you tried the carb-free or the low-carb tortilla shells? Now, those are really good.
No, I haven't. That was my next thing.
You could do that. Can you have cheese?
Yes. They love cheese. Okay. Block cheese, though.
You could. That's all right. You could shred it and make quesadillas.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because you get those carb-free ones. I wasn't sure how they would taste. They taste really good.
I'll have to find them.
They taste really good.
Are they the green ones?
Mm-mm.
Because there are some that are green.
But those are like veggie wraps or something like that. No, these are just regular. They look like normal tortillas. They're just low carb. Carb or no carb.
And I've been doing really well with this. I've been getting ground turkey and putting like tomatoes in it and using that with cottage cheese. I get riced cauliflower now.
Good for you.
I have a lot of vegetables. And when the last time, I think it was the beginning of January, when I had my blood work done, it wasn't the best. Or the end of December. It wasn't really that good. I had some issues. But then after I started on this a month later, in February, I had it done again. And everything was perfect. In fact, my doctor she said, okay, your heart, lungs, and liver are that of a 20-year-old.
Wow.
And then she said, watch your blood pressure, which I did because I got really funny a couple weeks ago because, I lost weight. But they say every 5 pounds you lose, you can take some of that medicine down. Now, don't do it yourself. You have to talk to your doctor about it. But you've got to be careful because I got I thought it was going to pass out. I got very confused and very dizzy. And my boss came running down. I'm an on-air personality, so if I start talking funny on the air.
Yeah, right?
So he goes, are you okay? I mean, are you really okay? And he goes, I'm not yelling at you about anything. I just want to make sure you're okay. And I said, I'm fine, I think. Whatever.
Right.
So, but I got that adjusted and that's fine. But that's okay. I mean, if I have to have those kinds of problems, it's good. But I'm still conflicted about socially because I'm still hiding a lot at home on the weekends. And I'm still on Match and I had a date recently. We'll go into that. But I'm thinking, do I wait till I lose all the weight I want?
No, you don't. I already told you that. Because you know what? If this person is going to like you at the weight you are, they're going to like you when you're 50 pounds lighter. And if the person that you're supposed to meet wants to wait until you lose 50 pounds, then they're not the right person. I will tell you that about Mike. I mean, I ran the gamut when I dated Mike. I was heavy when I, dated him and then, got married and then I put a bunch of weight on and then I, lost a bunch of weight and then put weight on with my pregnancy and his weight, love never waver. It's the same thing with Tom. The person that's going to love you is going to love you for your heart.
Right.
They're not going to love you for your weight. I think the biggest thing is your confidence, which I can already see a different, even with the 23-pound weight loss, your confidence is different.
Yes.
So I would not, in my opinion, I would not wait.
Well, I'm going and looking and I'm moving forward with it, but I liked a bunch of people on Match, and then I got an email from Match saying, we must say 2 of the people that you liked were fraudulent. I thought, oh, great. And then I met a really nice guy for dinner the other night, and it seemed to go well, but now I don't know. I mean, he was really over the top before we met. Then when we met, it's like, it's one word answers I get from texting. And I don't know if he was very shy about it, or because my job can be very intimidating. And I don't know why, but it is to a lot of people.
It's going to take a special individual to be your partner because of what you do and who you are in the community. You know, it's the same thing with me. You know, we go out to dinner and we're recognized, and, you know, Tom is so patient, and, you know, this person, you know, here's what I want you to look for. And that's what I did. And you need somebody to enhance who you are, not change who you are, but that you become a better person with them, like as a partner kind of thing.
Because I've been in relationships where I kind of feel bad about what I do.
Yeah, and you can't.
Because I get too much attention.
Yeah, but you can't.
And they don't.
No, the person is going to have to, they got to understand it. They got to understand, or they're not your person.
And I find myself, well, I might be retiring in, you know, so many years. And then, you know, but then I thought, well, you know, what am I going to do till then? Just wait till I retire, then find somebody?
No.
I don't want to.
The person has got to accept you for who you are in the business, in the community, and they're going to love you for your heart.
Well, that's why I thought with this person here, he's a police officer and he's a great guy. But I would think he would understand what I go through. But I think we were just both nervous on our first date. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to suggest maybe, you know, that we get together again and see what he says. If he says no, he says no.
Expect an update on the next podcast.
Oh, there'll be some kind of update. Who knows what it will be?
But we're going to get an update.
It's spring, right? This is well, it's not technically spring.
No, March 21st, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So technically it's not yet, but this is the month where we transition. So my view is I don't want to ever transition to what I was. Now that I have this success and people are noticing and people are saying very nice things, I want to keep that going.
Mm-hmm.
And I freak out. I tell you, when I get weighed in, it's like, oh, well, you only lost a pound, but you lost 3% fat. But that's just your body reshaping.
That's right.
So, and still in 7 weeks losing 23 pounds. I mean, that's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
So I've just got to remember that and just keep working on it. But I just don't want it to be everything I think about.
Yeah, you don't want to obsess over it.
No, but I'm beginning to.
Yeah. So you've got to pull that back and just kind of reframe it, right? That it's a part of who you are, but it's not everything that you are.
Because when we went out on Saturday night, I mean, he went to a great place and he had like fried food, and I had my little 6-ounce sirloin, and he ordered these onion rings. He goes, "These are the best. These are the best." So I ate half of one.
Okay,
but
you were able to participate,
right?
Yeah. And
I thought maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I don't want them to feel like I'm always going to be an issue.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Or an issue.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But then
I understand.
Go back to the thing where this is how it's going to be, how I am.
That's right.
Will I never not eat ice cream again in my life? Probably not, but I've got it right now. I've got it in my head, especially till May 1st. I've got till May 1st to see how much I can do, because it's so.
But I think going forward, once you get off the plan and depending on what you decide to do, it's everything in moderation, right?
This has totally opened my eyes to a lot of things.
That's right. I think you have a better relationship with food now.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, which you didn't have beforehand. So I think that you would be able to have things in moderation now. You couldn't have done it before.
I always self-soothe with food.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm depressed, when I did something well, I'm going to Culver's. Yep. I'm getting me a concrete mixer. M&Ms.
Yeah.
That's how I did it.
Yeah.
That's what I did. So that's hard.
It is.
It's hard to get out of that groove. But now I have to, because this is an endorsement that I'm doing for my work. So I can't screw it up.
Right.
I have to do it.
Obviously, you're already been a success for them. So even just at 7 weeks, you've done an amazing job.
I know, but I just want everybody to benefit from this.
Well, you also want to take advantage of this gift.
Oh, absolutely, I do.
Right. I think that's part of it too. Where you're at is you want to take advantage of the gift.
Oh, absolutely. And I want to. There are a lot of people that the other night we had a station function, And the ladies came up to me. They said, "You look great. You look great. We listened to you. We loved hearing everything." And even when, I wasn't always doing the best.
Yeah.
Not this, but when other things on my wellness journey, they all understood.
Mm-hmm.
They understand. They get it.
Why? Do you know why people relate to you as well as they do? Because you're real.
Well, I try to, because you know what? I tried to be fancy schmancy, and I tried, like my grandma would say, and I tried to be, really proper and watch what I do and then say what I think people would like to hear. And I couldn't remember what I said.
Right. But you now, who you've evolved into is you are an authentic individual. So who they hear on the radio is exactly who they see in public. But you're also, I don't know if you would be as relatable if you were, a twiggy, thin blonde that, was a size 6. Well, I don't know that your viewers would, or your listeners would be able to relate to you, but you are a real woman with real life problems like the rest of us. And so that's what makes you so relatable.
I have worked in a building where they hire a young, pretty woman to do the same shift I'm doing, but on a different station. And oh boy, she's good looking, or whatever. The ratings come out. I smoke them. Now, I'm not saying that to be boastful, and
no.
Lord knows that could change. I mean, it's just a tool that we use. But I thought, whew, it's like the Oprah syndrome. When Oprah would lose all her weight, her ratings got better.
Right.
I mean, when even if she was heavier, they got better.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter
what.
Think
about that. Do you remember that?
Yes.
So the story of she was going to be in The Color Purple, and she'd taken herself to a fat farm. And whoever the director, I don't remember whether it was Steven Spielberg. Yeah, that he called her and said, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm at a fat farm. And he's like, nope, I have the perfect role for you. I need you to leave there right now. I don't want you to lose another pound. And he cast her in The Color Purple. And so I feel like we put so much on appearance.
We do.
I feel like, and you know what? And I dealt with that too. I don't feel like I'm the person to be on TV. But
you have got the personality and beautiful. You're beautiful. Let's face it, you really are.
Well, I appreciate that.
And it shouldn't matter, what size you are, right?
It shouldn't, but sometimes it does.
Hasn't mattered for men for a long time.
Oh, I know. But I think that it's changing, right? And I see in you what I feel in me, which is that we're relatable. People can look at us and they can be, they're like, oh, like I said, you're just a real person. You're not somebody that's up on a pedestal. You're a real person.
And that's it. And that's important too, because especially what we do when you're out in the public like that, you have to have the credibility.
Yes.
Because once you lose the credibility, we can't do our job.
No.
So that's why you have to be yourself. And I've seen people crash and burn in this business.
Oh, sure.
Where they try and be something they're not, or they get too big of a head about what they're doing, and they crash.
Yep. But it's the ones that are authentic, because here's the thing. Just like I said, you are the same person in public that you are on the air.
Yeah.
So when they see you, there's no surprises there, right?
No. And then there shouldn't be. And like I said, I'm doing this for me.
Yeah.
I've done it many times before, on and off weight loss programs. And I've done it because I think, oh, he's going to think I'm really attractive, or maybe he'll do this, or maybe they'll want to hang out with me. And that's not the reason to do it.
You need to do this because it's something that you want to do.
And that's why even though I do feel a little bit of stress sometimes when I don't do as well as I think.
Yeah.
Nobody else is unhappy about it. The place I'm at is unhappy about it, but I might be unhappy.
And here's the other thing too. Let's go here. Your ratings, you're knocking it out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have a contract or not, but you've been here 25 years, probably 26 years now.
October will be 26.
Not one person has said you can keep your job if you lose 50 pounds. Not one person has said, oh, Deb, we'd sign your contract again, or we'd re-sign you if you were thinner than what you are. Nobody cares. We put that on ourselves.
Yeah, we do.
And nobody cares. You've kept the job. The ratings prove that you're really good at what you do, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, you just re-upped your contract, right?
I did. See? I did same thing, and it was, I thought the same way. I'm like, oh, I didn't know whether they were going to sign.
And
when I took it, I'm like, I'll do it for a year and see what they think. And nope, there was no question about it at all. And same thing, they didn't come to me and say, "Oh, we'll re-sign your contract if you promise to lose 50 pounds." Nope, just keep doing you.
right, and that's another thing of getting older, and also growing up and realizing your self-worth.
Yes.
Because when you're younger, you all want to please everybody, and
right.
you're young and you're beautiful, and but when you get a little bit older and things start hanging funny places and doing things,
Mine does.
I think my arms are still coming up the stairs.
But no, I think you're right. I think the older that we get, and they always say, some of the motivational people, like, what would you tell your younger self? I tell my younger self that it doesn't matter what people think of you.
I would have said, relax.
Yes, have fun.
Don't work so much.
That's
because, here I am.
Right.
I always, it scared me to be older and nobody. So that's what I'm kind of up against now. I don't want to be alone in my older age. So I gotta do some kind of hustle here. But and if I am, come visit me in the home.
Yeah, right. I'm going to make sure your lipstick is on and you don't have any chin hairs.
Oh, God. Well, good luck with that. That's another thing. I'm going to have a beard probably when I'm in nursing home.
I hope not.
Because they won't.
I'll make sure you get, I'll pluck them for you. Don't worry. Or tweeze them. I shouldn't say pluck. You pluck a chicken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But now you can shave them.
That's right.
Because
Well,
that's what's planing. What's that called?
That little razor thing that you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know what's called. But
I don't know either.
But it's always important just to, and the fact that we can laugh about it.
We have to. We have to. Otherwise we cry, number one. But I think that's maturity. I think that because of age and not taking ourselves so seriously, that we do get and that's what I would tell our listeners too. Mm-hmm. Just relax, like you said, and just have fun. Nobody cares. Here's the other thing. It's so funny. I was listening to a podcast or something, and they said, I worry about, if I've got blue pants on, do I wear black shoes? Or, are somebody going to say something about, the way this fits or whatever? What do I have to think of myself to think that if I walk into a room with 50 people, that somebody's going to look at my pair of pants and think I shouldn't be wearing those pants? I don't think that not much of myself, right? And so I think we just need to relax about that because nobody cares.
No,
nobody cares.
And if you make somebody uncomfortable, they're going to be uncomfortable.
That's right.
Just loosen up,
relax, and just have fun.
So March is a transition month.
Yes,
meaning we're going
new beginnings too.
New beginnings, and green is one of my colors anyway.
Yeah,
so I will wear a lot of green this month. But I think it's important just to relax, just enjoy the changing of the seasons if you're at a place where they are changing, and just enjoy maybe the changes you can make in you that you're comfortable making.
That's right. I think that's what's important.
And for me, it means green. It means I eat more salad, more broccoli, and you would be surprised the things that I don't buy anymore. When I thought they were healthy, and they weren't, or I thought I'll just have a few of these, or I'd stop at Culver's and get food. Now, nothing against Culver's, I love your food, but that's where I would go. It'd be it's by my house
too. Yeah,
but I don't even think about it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And if I get a hamburger patty, I'll grill it, and it's just a patty with cheese on it.
But your taste buds are changing too.
Yeah, they are.
I think like with the carbs, because you've been off of them for so long, they probably make you feel real heavy when you're on them.
I tasted somebody's pasta, and it was terrible.
Yeah, you just don't have the.
And I thought,
the taste buds gone.
This wasn't even good. and I really used to love pasta. Pasta was my go-to. I would just eat a bowl full of buttered noodles.
Yeah, I know. I've done that too. Yeah, I've done that too.
But it's just all how you feel about things.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm going to try my best to reach my goal, and I think I will, because I really feel different this time.
That's good.
And I know I've said it 1,000 times throughout my life, and I don't even tell people now anymore that if I haven't seen me. Like my brother in Vegas, he doesn't even know I'm on a diet, and it's not really a diet; it's a wellness journey.
That's right, and that's the way to reframe it too. It's a wellness journey. Yeah. So
I don't tell him, and when he sees me this summer, I hope he notices.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Yeah, that'll be exciting too.
That's right.
Everybody has to do that, but remember in March, and as we're changing over, and then we'll talk about Easter and really heading into spring and what all that means for summer. But just right now, just go,
Take a deep breath.
just relax.
Just relax and have fun.
And drink good coffee.
That's right. Because that makes all the difference in the world.
That's all I can have now.
That's
I mean,
right.
that's my only pleasure. Cannot be like cheesecake or carrot cake, but it's a good cup of coffee.
Yep.
That's what I love.
Yep.
In the morning, I look for that every morning, especially on the weekend. But anyway, Unfiltered Brew. That's what this podcast is. Thank you so much for listening. If you like it, please share it. Let other people know about it. I'm Deb Miles. You can find me at deb@b100.com. And
I'm Kim Becker, and you can find me on Instagram at Kim Becker Inspires, or if you want to email me, you can email me at kbecker@hellogorgeous.org.
And I'm still working on a YouTube channel. We're going to get
that.
there.
So fun.
We are going to do that.
If you hear us laughing, but if you saw us laughing, it'd be completely different.
We're going to have to start doing those fun videos where we shouldn't show, but they're fun to see.
But we will show them.
Yes. Have a wonderful rest of your month, and we will be back in April. Thank you so much for listening to Unfiltered Brew.
Yeah, we'll see you next month.
Bye.